In the unpredictable world of fame, few stories are as surprising and inspiring as that of Karrueche Tran. Once a quiet face behind Hollywood scenes, today she stands in the spotlight, not just as a fashion icon or actress, but as a woman who rebuilt her life, overcame public heartbreak, and emerged stronger, brighter, and bolder than ever. And now, after rumors swirl around her connection with football legend Deion Sanders, the world is watching her once again. But who is Karrueche Tran, really? Karrueche Tran was born on May 17, 1988, in Los Angeles, California. Raised by her Vietnamese mother and Jamaican godmother, Karrueche grew up surrounded by different cultures and influences, something that would shape her eclectic sense of fashion and identity later in life. Her father, of African-American descent, was mostly absent from her upbringing. Despite the multicultural richness of her environment, her early life was not soaked in glamour or privilege. Before the lights, before the paparazzi, Karrueche was just another hard-working girl in LA with a dream, though even she didn't yet know what that dream was. She graduated from Fairfax High School and later attended Birmingham High in the San Fernando Valley. After school, she began working in retail at Nordstrom in the fashion department. It was here, among racks of clothes and fitting rooms, that her eye for style began to sharpen. From Nordstrom, she moved into freelance styling, eventually landing a gig as a personal shopper and stylist for celebrities. She didn't crave the spotlight at that time. In fact, she preferred to stay behind the scenes, making others look good. But all that changed in 2011. Karrueche began dating R&B singer Chris Brown at the peak of his career and public scrutiny. Almost overnight, her name was splashed across tabloids and blogs. Suddenly, the stylist was now the story. The relationship was tumultuous, marked by breakups, reconciliations, and the constant shadow of Brown's past with Rihanna. Fans of both singers scrutinized Karrueche, criticized her, and accused her of being a fame seeker. What many didn't realize was that she had never signed up for fame. She was just trying to love someone. After years of emotional turmoil, Karrueche finally ended the relationship in 2015 when news broke that Brown had fathered a child with another woman. The betrayal hurt, but it became a turning point for her. This was the moment Karrueche stopped being someone's girlfriend and began reclaiming her name. Instead of crumbling, she pivoted. She began auditioning seriously, taking acting classes, and building her brand. Not as a celebrity by association, but as a performer in her own right. Her big break came with the web series The Bay, where she played the role of Vivian Johnson. Not only did the show find an audience, but it also won critical acclaim. And in 2021, Karrueche made history by becoming the first person of Asian Pacific American descent to win a Daytime Emmy Award for lead actress in a daytime fiction program. It was a stunning victory, a statement that she wasn't just surviving, she was thriving. From there, her career only grew. She starred in Claws, the TNT crime dramedy that gave her a much bigger platform. Playing Virginia Locke, a quirky nail tech with a dark edge, Karrueche showed the world she had serious acting chops. She was funny, emotional, and deeply watchable. Critics started to notice. Casting agents took her seriously. Karrueche Tran had officially arrived. Yet even as her career blossomed, Karrueche never stopped evolving personally. She became a fashion icon, often praised for her daring red carpet looks and effortless street style. Brands lined up to collaborate with her. She launched capsule collections with major fashion labels, appeared in beauty campaigns, and slowly built a reputation as a multidimensional talent. She was no longer just Chris Brown's ex. She was Karrueche Tran, actress, model, entrepreneur. But fame, as she had already learned, is never simple. In 2017, Karrueche filed a restraining order against Chris Brown, alleging physical abuse and threats. It was a difficult and very public step, but a necessary one. Her decision inspired many women in similar situations to speak out. Karrueche's courage became a rallying point, a message that it was okay to say enough. Over time, she continued healing and growing, though she remained careful with her private life. Her relationship with former NFL player Victor Cruz was one of her most high-profile romances, but it eventually ended quietly. Then, In 2024, rumors began circulating that Karrueche had found a new companion, none other than Coach Prime himself, Deion Sanders. The internet lit up. Memes, gossip columns, and tweets exploded with theories. Had they really been secretly dating for months? Were they just close friends? Neither party confirmed anything directly, but fans noticed their increasing public appearances and cozy photos. Karrueche, as always, stayed classy and quiet. But the timing of the rumor coincided with another life event, her cancer surgery. According to reports, she had undergone a private procedure and was now in recovery. Those close to her said she leaned on her inner circle during this time, showing the same quiet strength that had defined her entire life. It's hard to ignore how symbolic her relationship with Deion Sanders, if real, could be. Sanders, a sports icon turned motivational coach, is all about transformation, discipline, and high performance. Karrueche, too, has built her life on the principles of reinvention and quiet resilience. If they are together, they might be one of the most unexpected yet perfectly aligned couples in pop culture today. Still, her story goes far beyond who she dates. Karrueche Tran is proof that you can start from anywhere, fall hard in public, be mocked by millions, and still rise. Her life is a story of reinvention, of deciding that your past doesn't define your future, of finding power not in perfection, but in persistence. She has faced heartbreak, criticism, and trauma, but she's also earned accolades, respect, and admiration. Her roles are getting deeper, her voice louder, and her influence wider. With each passing year, Karrueche continues to evolve, not into someone new, but into the most authentic version of herself. In 2025, Karrueche Tran stands not just as a survivor of Hollywood's harsh spotlight, but as a shining example of how to take control of your story, even when everyone else thinks they know it better than you. And something tells us her best chapter is still ahead.